Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. Today I'm going to be working on the planter wall out in my front yard, and there's also a flower bed in the backyard that I'm going to be working on as well. The planter wall, I've decided to make a few changes to that. The last thing I showed you on the planter wall is pretty much where I stopped. I have it along my driveway to kind of hold the driveway rock back, and I was going to extend it out into my yard, but I've decided not to do that. So let me go ahead and take you over to that area and show you what I plan on doing. Okay, so you all have already seen this in a previous video whenever I built this planter wall. One of the things that has changed is I finally have soil added to it so I can go ahead and get this area planted up. I did have an arbor right here on the end of this, and then I was going to extend it out pretty far into the yard over there. But when I got started on that, I did not like how it was looking, and I liked how it looked along the driveway a lot better. So I decided to take the arbor out, and I've actually moved that in the backyard. I'll show you where I've moved that in just a second. And then I decided not to put the planter wall out into the yard. So I haven't exactly made up my mind what I want to do in this area, but the planter wall just was not going to look good, so I decided to not build that out here. The plants that I'm putting out here, I've got purple fountain grass, and I'm going to be putting this on every other post. As you can see, I have them laid out there. And then I'm also going to be using Suppression Vista Snowdrift. And this one over here has a bloom on it, so I can show you. These get pretty large. I had one in a flower bed last year, and it got 6 feet wide and about 2 feet tall. It looked like a small shrub in my flower bed. So these will definitely fill in this area, and I'm wanting it to spill over the edge and just have a wall of flowers all the way down. I'm a little late in the season planting these, but with the temperatures being so warm now, these should take off really fast and fill in this area. So let me go ahead and take you to the backyard and show you what I'm going to be working on back there today. Okay, to kind of give you an update, as you can see, I've been working on the rock pathway. I was just going to take this out, but a couple of you have talked me out of that. And I decided to just fix it and make it look a whole lot better. I got a load of rock in. So I've got this pile of rock that I'm going to put in there. And I also had a truckload of mulch brought in. And this area looks so much better with it completely mulched in. This area right here has never been 100% mulched. And it looks so much better than now that it has been. About right here is where I had the camera whenever I was planting the hollyhocks, and you can see that I have some bare spots in there with no mulch. And now that I have the mulch in here, it just makes it look like a completely different flower bed. And over here is where I put the arbor, right over the pathway. But I plan on working on this area very soon, so that'll be in a future video. This flower bed is what I'm going to be working on today. This flower bed has given me trouble all season with all the weeds and everything. So I'm going to try a different approach to this flower bed. I've never tried this before, and that's laying cardboard down and then putting mulch over the cardboard to kind of smother the weeds out. I've never tried this before, so I'm very curious how it will do. So I figured this flower bed would be a perfect test flower bed for that. And if the cardboard works really well, then I will definitely be using that in other areas of my property. So I'm going to go ahead and get up front and get the planter box planted, and then I'll come back here and finish this up. Okay, so I got this project done, and I didn't have enough purple fountain grass to go on each individual post. So you can tell that I had to skip one right there, and I skipped one all the way down. So on all the other posts that I didn't put purple fountain grass, I had some extra Super Tunia Really Red. So I went ahead and put red ones on each of those posts to kind of split up the white Super Tunias a little bit. So we'll see how they do. The white ones get a lot bigger because they're a Vista. They get a lot bigger than the red ones do. But I'm excited to see how well they do and how well they break up the white Super Tunias all the way down. Okay, I got my cardboard laid out, and I hope I have enough. I just need to fill up this flower bed right here. So we'll see if it makes it to the end. Basically, I just went in and broke them all down, and then I'm gonna lay them down on the ground. I'm gonna put the drip tubing above the cardboard that I have through here, and then I'll lay the mulch on top of it, and then the cardboard will eventually decompose into the ground, and hopefully will smother all the weeds. And if I put a thick layer of mulch down, I won't have a huge problem with weeds in this flower bed. But while I'm over here, I just wanted to show you this flower bed again and give you an update on it. It is really filling in nicely, and I'm really happy with how it's looking. The canna plants are really thickening up, and several more are starting to grow. I don't know if you can tell or not because of the shade, but they're really starting to spread out. And then the Super Tunias, the Super Tunia Really Red, this is what I just put up in the planter boxes up front on every other post. So those are really bright red. And then the Super Tunia Vista Silverberry in the middle is really starting to fill in. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started and get this cardboard laid out. Okay, so I thought I had more cardboard than I actually had, so I did not get very far today. I got up to here, and then I still have all this to do. But I'm not going to be able to get any more cardboard today, so I'm going to have to finish this up tomorrow. But from the looks of it, I'm going to like this area a whole lot better once it's done. This mulch is really thin, and it covers really well. Once the cardboard disintegrates, I think it's really going to help suppress the weeds even more with the thick layer of mulch over the top. And then once I get the cardboard over this area, I can get all this mulched, and then I can work on this side of the walkway once I get the walkway done. This should be done this week. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.